in 1636, just 16 years after the Mayflower landed. On the unfamiliar shores of New England, the leaders of the Massachusetts Bay Colony made a bold and visionary decision to found a college dedicated to training ministers and future leaders for their fledgling society at a time when survival itself was a daily struggle. This commitment to education was nothing short of extraordinary. They set aside nearly half the colony's annual tax revenue to fund this new institution, a remarkable act that showed just how deeply they believed education was as essential as food, shelter, or security for these settlers. Knowledge was the foundation upon which their new world would be built. The college began humbly as a single wooden building in Newtown, soon to be renamed Cambridge, housing only a handful of students and facing an uncertain future. The early days were marked by scarcity, but also by hope and determination. Its mission was urgent and clear, and to train clergy who could guide the spiritual and moral life of the colony, ensuring that faith and learning would flourish together in this new land. The college's fate changed dramatically in 1638, when John Harvard, a young minister who had recently arrived from England, died unexpectedly in his will. He left his entire library and half his estate to the struggling school, a gesture that would alter its destiny forever. This generous gift more than doubled the original endowment, providing the resources needed to secure the college's future, and earning it the name Harvard College in his honor. John Harvard's legacy was not just financial. It set a powerful precedent for philanthropy and academic excellence that would come to define the institution for centuries to come. Today, his statue in Harvard Yard stands as a silent tribute to the man whose generosity and vision ensured the survival and growth of learning in the new world, inspiring generations of students and scholars. Harvard's beginnings were humble, but its vision was boundless. A beacon of hope and knowledge that would shape the future of America and the world. Harvard was the first college in the American colonies, signaling the colonists' commitment to building a lasting, educated society. Its founding set the standard for higher education in America, shaping the model for future colleges. For nearly a century, Harvard was the only college in the colonies, producing leaders in government, law, and commerce. The liberal arts tradition in America began here, emphasizing broad knowledge as the foundation for leadership. Harvard's influence extended beyond religion, fostering critical inquiry and debate that would fuel the American Revolution. Many revolutionary leaders, including signers of the Declaration of Independence, were Harvard alumni. The college's motto, Veritas, reflected its enduring belief that knowledge should serve a greater good. Harvard's early commitment to education helped shape not just New England, but the nation itself. Life at early Harvard was strict and Spartan, with students' days governed by bells and rules. The college acted as a stern parent, dictating everything from prayers to clothing. The curriculum was rooted in the classics, Latin, Greek, Hebrew, and aimed to create disciplined, pious scholars. Days began before sunrise with prayers, followed by recitation study and more prayers at night. Food was poor discipline, harsh, and academic demands intense. Yet camaraderie and youthful rebellion thrived. Students formed friendships, secret clubs, and sometimes broke the rules. Punishments for mischief were common, revealing a timeless spirit of youthful energy. Despite the austerity, Harvard forged the first generations of American leaders. The Yard was a crucible of discipline, learning, and the beginnings of American character. Even then, curiosity and camaraderie found ways to flourish. Harvard began as a Puritan seminary, its mission to train ministers and uphold Calvinist orthodoxy. In its earliest days, the college was deeply intertwined with the religious life of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, serving as a beacon of faith and learning for the New England settlers. For over a century, religious devotion shaped every aspect of college life. Daily prayers, mandatory chapel attendance, and a curriculum steeped in theology were the norm, reflecting the community's commitment to spiritual discipline and moral education. But the Enlightenment brought new ideas, reason, science, and religious tolerance, challenging old orthodoxies. Intellectual curiosity began to flourish, and students and faculty alike started to question long-held beliefs, opening the door to a broader worldview. The appointment of Unitarian Henry Ware in 1805 marked a turning point, signaling Harvard's shift from strict Puritanism to intellectual openness. This bold move sparked controversy, but it also set the stage for a new era of academic exploration and debate conservative Calvinists left to form Andover Seminary, leaving Harvard in liberal hands. The split was dramatic, but it allowed Harvard to redefine its identity and embrace a more inclusive approach to education. Under President Charles Eliot, Harvard embraced academic freedom, introduced electives, and became a modern research university. Eliot's reforms encouraged innovation and independent thought, transforming Harvard into a leader in higher education. By the 20th century, Harvard was secular. Its mission broadened to the pursuit of truth in all disciplines. The university welcomed students from many backgrounds, fostering a vibrant intellectual community. The transformation mirrored America's own journey, from religious conformity to intellectual pluralism. Harvard's evolution reflected the nation's growing embrace of diversity, debate, and the free exchange of ideas. Harvard's evolution allowed it to attract diverse scholars, and students, fueling its rise as a world-class institution. Today, its global reputation is built on centuries of change and adaptation. The pursuit of veridist truth became its unifying ideal, inspiring generations to seek knowledge, challenge assumptions, and shape the future. For centuries, Harvard was closed to women, reflecting the era's belief that higher education was for men alone. The imposing gates of Harvard symbolized not just academic excellence, but also exclusion. Women were kept at a distance, their ambitions confined by tradition and social norms. Change began in 1879 with the creation of the Harvard Annex, a bold experiment where women received instruction from Harvard professors separately, but with equally rigorous standards. This was a groundbreaking step, offering women access to the same intellectual challenges as their male counterparts, even if they remained on the margins of campus life. The Annex soon evolved into Radcliffe College, a parallel institution where women learned alongside men, but received Radcliffe, not Harvard, degrees. Despite the separate diplomas, Radcliffe women built a vibrant academic community, forging friendships and networks that would last a lifetime. Over time, the barriers eroded. Co-instruction began during World War II, as necessity brought men and women together in the classroom, and integration deepened in the decades that followed, slowly reshaping the culture of both institutions. By 1977, admissions and financial aid were merged, marking a major milestone. And in 1999, Radcliffe was fully absorbed into Harvard, ending the era of separation and opening new possibilities for all students. The Radcliffe Institute for Advanced Study now honors this legacy, supporting research and scholarship that continues to break barriers and inspire future generations. What started as a separate annex ended with full equality. Harvard's gates finally opened to women, welcoming them as scholars, leaders, and innovators. The journey was long marked by determination and courage, but it transformed the university and enriched its community in countless ways. Today, women are integral to every part of Harvard's life and leadership, shaping its future and redefining what is possible. The story of Radcliffe is a testament to persistence and progress, a reminder that change, though slow, is always possible when people dare to challenge the status quo. Harvard has shaped leaders who changed America and the world. Revolutionary figures like John Adams and John Hancock honed their ideas here, and 8 alumni signed the Declaration of Independence. The tradition continued. Harvard has educated more U.S. presidents than any other school, including Kennedy and Obama. Its alumni have shaped the Supreme Court, American culture, and global thought. From Emerson and Thoreau to Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg, Harvard's influence is global, with graduates like Ban Ki-moon and Ellen Johnson Sirleaf leading on the world stage. The university is a crossroads for future leaders from every continent. Here, ideas and networks are forged that address the world's greatest challenges. Harvard's legacy is not just national, but truly international. Its impact is written in the ongoing story of leadership and progress. Harvard growth from a small college to a vast university is a story of relentless expansion. The creation of professional schools, medicine, law, divinity, set new standards for American education. Under President Eliot, Harvard embraced the research university model, founding new schools and championing original scholarship. The 20th century brought even more growth. Education, public health, and government schools responded to a changing world. Harvard's libraries, labs, and museums became global centers of research. Today, the university comprises Harvard College, the Radcliffe Institute, and 12 graduate and professional schools. Interdisciplinary collaboration flourishes. Students and faculty cross boundaries to tackle complex problems. This ever-expanding universe of knowledge keeps Harvard at the forefront of discovery. Its structure enables both deep expertise and creative innovation. For much of its history, Harvard's meritocracy was limited by exclusion. Its students were mostly white, male, and privileged. The journey toward diversity and inclusion has been long, and challenging the 20th century saw progress. More Jewish and black students were admitted, and the civil rights movement spurred further change. Harvard began recruiting students of color and expanding financial aid, recognizing that excellence is enriched by diversity. Today, Harvard's student body is remarkably diverse, with students from all backgrounds and countries. The university's admissions policies have sparked national debates about race and representation. Building an inclusive campus means more than numbers. It requires confronting history, supporting first-generation students, and broadening the curriculum. Harvard's quest for Veritas now includes facing its own imperfections. The work of creating a just and welcoming community continues. The university strives to be a more perfect union for all. Harvard's nearly 400-year journey is one of endurance and transformation. Its mission Veritas. The pursuit of truth has evolved from a narrow, religious focus to encompass all human knowledge. Harvard's strength lies in its ability to adapt. While upholding rigor and excellence, innovations like the elective system, research model, and commitment to diversity have kept it relevant. Today, Harvard leads in research on global challenges and seeks to educate leaders of character and vision. Its story mirrors America's high ideals, difficult realities, and persistent striving for a better future. As it nears its 5th century, Harvard remains a symbol of education's transformative power. The light of learning kindled in a new world continues to illuminate the path ahead.